Hey, how you doing? This is Ken Kinter. Welcome to day 25 of my leukemia journey. I got my cool hat today. This is my official leukemia warrior hat. And it came just in time because my hair started falling out about 2 days ago. So, so its timing is actually perfect. Anyway, today was a hospital day and it was a really bad hospital day, even though it wasn't really set up to be. Um, it was difficult navigating. Normally, I sort of relax on the way in and relax on the way home. Um, my brother was kind enough to step up and give me a ride, so we had to navigate. So that made it a little harder. Also had a really, really, really bad blood draw, really bad, uh, and I just about passed out on the table. And I saw at one point my sitting in a chair pulse was 141 and my blood pressure was 173 over 123. I've never seen it that high before. So that was disturbing. The blood situation, it's just getting harder and harder and harder to do. They have me tentatively scheduled for a port next week, and that's that little doohickey that goes in here. There's three different types of lines. There's a central line, there's a picked line, and there's a port. And the port is basically a mesh thing, so they can draw blood from it and also put medication into it. So that will stop this pincushion routine. I'm completely covered in bruises and I'm a terrible draw now. So it's kind of a mess all around. Um, so really extended bad draw at the hospital. And I'm probably going to be getting drawn from a reclining chair from now on so that I don't have to worry about me passing out. I was sweating. I mean, it was bad. It was just a bad, bad, bad deal. And then once I got it back, got a treatment, not chemo, just preparatory stuff. My schedule got moved around, so I'm not going to be admitted next week. I'm probably going to be admitted the week after that for round two. All my blood work is recovering nicely, except one thing is still borderline. Um, so we're waiting for that to come along. Um, and then again, stressful navigating back. And when I got home, I was just done. I was just between getting my arms blown up and everything. I was just cooked. So I think I laid upstairs for a couple hours, couldn't even sleep. Brain was too busy uh, going. So the good news is that I am probably off for 3 days and maybe four. And then next week, because my platelets have recovered and some other things have recovered reasonably well, um, I can go in and get the port and move forward. So again, not so much a setback as a delay. You know, do I want to get through this and get done? Yes. Have I learned that doing things quickly is usually not so good compared to doing them right or doing them the best possible way? So that's how that's going. And I have a weekend to get some of the things pushed off my plate that are on my plate now, creating some YouTube work, and that will help me because if when the sooner I get all that off my plate, the sooner I can be 100% focused on recovery. And it looks like I'm going to have plenty of time to do that before I go in for round two, which I've heard rumors that the subsequent rounds of chemo are harder than the first round. I don't know that. This is my first journey through this. But if so, I want to be 100% ready for it. So I'm going to have a nice, restful weekend. We'll get some things done. And then I'll be ready for next week. And that's what I'm shooting for. You know, a little bit of work and a whole lot of self-care. And that's how I'm going to take it through the day. So I think that is the whole story. I'm continuing to write music. Came up with a metal song today while I was sitting recuperating from this horrible draw. Um, there have been some pieces of my life that were missing for a little while. The creative part, for example, the making music part, and the sexual energy part. And at this point in time, those are both returning. So I'm playing daily again. I'm writing. I'm involved in the musical process and the other stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, and you're probably going to be grateful for that. But um, let's just say it's really nice to get things back that you've lost. When you lose them, you fully appreciate them, and then you get them back, and that's a beautiful thing. So, um, looking forward to a restful weekend, and next week should be not as exciting as it was going to be, but telling and important. And meanwhile, the goal is to just get through each day the best I can. You never know when um, symptoms from the illness or from chemo are going to come back again. So kind of have to always be ready to be out of commission for a while, but then to use that time when you're, when you're going to get things done and to try to be as independent as possible. So with that, I'm going to get some sleep. That has fortunately been not too terribly interfered with. Now I'm off the steroids, so I'm sleeping again. Um, so I'm going to wish you all the best, and I will see you tomorrow night, and we'll see how much of an update there is. Hopefully the days off are going to be a little chill, but you never know. That's not how this ride works. Anyway, good night. Talk to you tomorrow.